Hey guys, my name is Matthew. I just booked week-long flights for Costa Rica for dental tourism. I want to tell you guys all about it. Some of you are asking the question, what is dental tourism, and is that something I should be interested in? Dental tourism is when you leave your home, a lot of times leave your country, go somewhere else in order to get dental work done. And the question of why would you do that, there's a few different reasons why you might leave the comfort of your home, maybe go to a country where English is not a primary language in order to get dental work done. The first reason why is because it potentially costs a lot less. A lot of people are quoted prices for dental work that's literally a quarter or a third of what they're priced here in the United States. And so the reason why you might want to go somewhere else is because a lot of times, even including the cost of your flights and your lodging and your food, you may pay less in fees for your dental work and your travel and your food and your hotel while you're there than if you just got the work done down the street from your house today. And so that's great. The number one reason is because you literally could pay thousands of dollars less for getting the exact same level of care as you do here in the United States in another country. So a second reason why you may want to do this is maybe you're someone who likes to travel anyway, or maybe you've always dreamed of travel or you were wanting to travel. In that case, this could give you a great opportunity to go somewhere, and instead of spending $20,000 on dental work and not having money to travel, instead you could pay a quarter of that price, $5,000, to get to do your dental work and also spend some time in another country that you maybe haven't been to or have wanted to visit, things like that. So that's a second reason why is you may want to make this a vacation as well. Maybe your dental work would take 1 week and you say, hey, my dental work is going to take 1 week. I'm going to stay for a second week in order to really enjoy the country that I'm going to. A third reason why you may want to do this is because this is an adventure. And I'm all about adventures. So that's one of the things that really excites me about this opportunity. If you're thinking about dental tourism, it's something you may want to do. I've got a few quick steps for you as far as how it is that I decided on where I was going or that I was going to do this. How did I know it made sense? And kind of what those steps look like, what they could look like for you as well. So if you're even a little bit interested in dental tourism, here are some steps I suggest you take in order to figure out, is this a good idea for you? Step number one is I recommend that you figure out what work do you need to have done. For me, I already knew that I wanted kind of a smile restoration. I've got a big gap in the middle of my front two teeth. I've got a cracked tooth right in the front. You can see it pretty clearly probably. And over the last 6 months or so, that cracked tooth, because it hasn't been treated properly, has actually developed a cavity in it. I knew that I had quite a bit of work that I needed to get done. And so I knew that the cost to get that work done here in the States is going to cost a lot of money. And I started looking at other options. So step number one is figure out how much work you need done and what it's going to cost, or at least an estimate of what it's going to cost, so you can figure out, is it viable for me to go somewhere else to get this done and still save money? The general rule of thumb that I've heard is that if you need about $5,000 worth of work done, if that's the quote that you're getting in the United States, then you can potentially go somewhere else and either break even or save money by going somewhere else to get your work done. The second step, I would say, if you're interested in going somewhere else and you're thinking about, does this make sense for me? The second step would be figure out where it is that you might want to go. There are some countries that specialize in dental tourism. There are countries like India, Thailand, Turkey, Mexico, Costa Rica. These are some countries that really specialize in it. I'd go online and look at a list of all those countries and figure out, hey, is there a place that's close to me, where flights cost not very much money, where I've always been interested in going to anyway, and kind of narrow down a couple, maybe 2 or 3 places that you think you might be interested in going to. Maybe there's only one place. Maybe it's say, hey, I would only ever go to Mexico because I live in Texas and it'd be an easy drive over, or something like that. But I would say do your research on some of those countries. What are their dental practices, and how closely do they align with the dental practices of the United States and what it is that I expect? The last thing that I would do, the third step, if you're really interested in dental tourism, is I would contact some of the specific dental clinics in the country that you're looking at. So I got quotes from about 5 different dental clinics in Costa Rica to kind of be able to price them out, kind of give an idea of what do they think the work that is required, what are their practices, how good at English do they speak, those types of things. Depending on what your requirements are for a dental clinic, you may be able to learn a lot based on the quote they give you back, or maybe how quickly they respond to you. I also contacted some people who were able to work on my behalf and talk to some dental clinics. Some of these places are fee-free. They don't have any charge for that. They're literally just responsible for trying to connect customers to dental clinics. And so they were able to negotiate some rates down for me that were lower than the quotes that I was originally offered as well. And so I definitely recommend doing that, reaching out and just getting some quotes. Getting quotes from people doesn't cost anything. And so even if you're a little bit interested, you can go through all 3 steps without any kind of commitment, without doing anything, without moving forward at all. I ended up booking everything I needed to through a website called CostaRicanDental.com. I'll link to that in the description. But I contacted a guy named Bob. I sent him an email at like 10 o'clock at night, and he got back with me about 10 or 15 minutes later and was able to talk to me on the phone and just talk through the whole process with me. The only thing I was really responsible for after I got the quote and agreed to do it was buying my flights. He got everything else ready for me. He booked my travel to and from the airport, to and from the dental clinic. He booked all my appointments. He booked my hotel reservations. He made it really, really simple for me to know with confidence that everything is taken care of on that side of things in Costa Rica. All I had to do was get to Costa Rica, and he figured everything else out for me. He got me discounts everywhere I went, and he's definitely someone I would recommend you reach out to if you're interested in going to Costa Rica for your dental work. This is the first of 3 videos that I'm going to make for you guys. The first video I'm going to make is this one right here, kind of just explaining what my initial process was for figuring out where I was going and why. The second video I'm going to make for you is while I'm in Costa Rica. I want to show you what it looks like, what my hotel looks like, what my dentist looks like and his office and all those different pieces. And I also just want to show you kind of what it feels like while I'm over there, while I'm getting the procedure done, what are my emotions, how am I feeling about all this. The third video I want to do for you is after I'm back in the States, after my teeth have healed and things are good, and I just want to show you my new smile. I want to show you that and kind of give you my final recommendation about whether or not you should go through this kind of process and think about doing it, or whether or not I have been turned off by the whole process because of what happened. Hey, I hope you guys just got some value from what you just saw. If so, please stay tuned. We'll be sending out more videos. We send out videos every single week. So push the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you want to get our information sent directly to your phone or to your computer, go ahead and push that bell button too. It'll send notifications right to you. Either way, stay tuned and see you guys next time.